to the What You've Been Watching podcast, hosted by the Dudley Brothers. I am the Honorable, the Right Justice, Marvelous Mike Dudley, followed as always by my younger brother,
MD3, Marcus Dudley, checking in. What's going on? We are joined by one of my favorite people. The Middle Dudley has decided to join us today.
The trifecta is complete.
Indeed.
What's up? How's it going?
It's Matthew Dudley's voice you'll hear there. We have brought him in for a very special reason today.
Special season.
Yeah. We, in the spirit of March Madness and the Royal Rumble, which just came through about a month ago, we have decided to do a tournament bracket of the greatest movie villains in our minds of all time.
All time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so he is going to be not only the tiebreaker, but put his seasoning in onto his thoughts. He gave us some suggestions for the list as well. Everybody got a couple free ones that might be silly to the average moviegoer, but you know what?
We needed them in there.
Yeah, we need our personalities.
For personal reasons.
So yeah, I guess the criteria that we're just going to break down is, I guess there's so many factors as to what makes a villain. Is it just being memorable? Is it the body count?
Right.
Is it the effect that they have on our protagonists? So there's a lot of factors.
Longevity, number of movies, just sheer downright villainy, motives.
Just downright evil.
Yeah.
So well, those are all kind of some moving pieces, and they're all going to be kind of considered. This is definitive, so whenever we get done and whoever is the winner, you can go ahead and circle that and put it at the annals of history, that is the greatest villain of all time.
That's it.
It is definitive.
So it was written, so it was.
So yeah. Without further ado, do we want to get into it?
Yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about you? Your little bit of your geek cred, bona fides, or
Geek cred. Oh man, I gave up my geek card. I don't do that shit anymore. Reborn.
Okay.
I only watch garbage.
But you do watch a lot of good garbage, though.
I don't know about that. I like trash. I like horrible things, and
Like example.
Alligator.
Okay.
Tokyo Gore Police. Zardoz, sort of. Kind of. I kind of hate a little bit also. Shit, what else?
What do you think about the Marvel movies?
I mean... I like roller coasters, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah. And we're just shills for everything, so
yeah.
That's what Mike
we
and I
love
are.
everything.
We're just like, it was in color.
The people, they were talking, and it was good, and I was laughing.
Pretty much. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this tournament. We have compiled the lists. We have checked it twice. We have found out none of these people are nice. They are all naughty.
Let's do it.
So yeah.
Who we got first? Who's getting knocked out?
All right, this is going to be a tough one. Like I said, we tried to give a vast variety of. There's some comedic stuff in here, but there's still good villains. Just because you're in a comedy, you're not excluded.
Right.
So we'll start off on the top, the number one seed. It is going to be Hannibal Lecter of Silence of the Lambs, of Hannibal, of Red Dragon fame, of great performance fame, versus Mr. Vernon of The Breakfast Club. Now, he was a good villain. You cannot say he was not.
Credit where credit's due. He was a great villain. Singularly focused in punishing kids no matter what. He has the great line of, you mess with a bull, you get the horns.
Memorable.
Had a real chip on his shoulder regarding Judd Nelson for some reason. But as far as compared to Hannibal Lecter...
It's a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup. The way we did it, it's just like the normal, for those sports fans out there, it's just like the NCAA tournament where a 1 is playing a 16 seed, an 8 is playing a 9 seed, a 2 is playing a 15 seed, so on. Because otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. So this is just, I think we can all agree, a bad matchup, right?
Listen, great villain, but comparatively, it's not going to stand up to Hannibal Lecter. Can we all be in agreement in this?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Hannibal Lecter, moving on. All right, our second matchup is going to be Pinhead of the Hellraiser series.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And Detective Alonzo Harris from Training Day. It's a tough one.
Damn.
Surprisingly.
Damn.
What are your thoughts, Michael? Go ahead.
Okay. See, I'm a huge Pinhead fan, or especially the first two Hellraiser movies. Like those movies freaked me out when I was a little kid, and like in a big bad way. And I mean, the dude's literally a transdimensional demon that's just kind of into pain. Like that's pretty badass in metal. Like that's pretty gnarly. The guy has hooks that can come in, and he's quoting the Bible irreverently. Alonzo, man, that dude is so calculating. I mean, literally, he plans an entire day revolving around one new member of his crew to make his dreams happen, and like that's pretty conniving. Like the patience and conniving and cunning that it takes to pull off something of that magnitude is really impressive. Oh man, that's a tough one. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Pinhead. I'm gonna go with Pinhead because I'm pretty sure I know which way you guys are gonna go, and so I just want him to get a shout out before he gets knocked out. So
you don't know me. Matthew, you got any thoughts or?
Pinhead's not really the villain in that movie. It's the uncle, right? Who summoned Pinhead in the first place because he was seeking powers beyond his understanding, and Pinhead is just the like Deus Ex Machina in that, right?
Sure.
He's the T-Rex at the end of fucking Jurassic Park. He's not the villain. It's the uncle and the wife, the English wife that's murdering everyone. They're the villains.
They call that a slam dunk in the business.
I'm gonna give it to Alonzo.
I'm glad Pinhead made the list. He's a classic. He's iconic. The look is really cool. They did the Rick and Morty recently about like pleasure is pain. So pain is pleasure.
Yeah.
It's like this Addams Family bullshit. But I don't know, man. I think one of these people won an Oscar, and damn it, Denzel earned it. So I'm personally leaning towards Detective Alonzo Harris. He was pretty despicable in that, and the ass beating in which he gives Ethan Hawke is one of my favorite fight scenes. It's a ass beating for the books.
I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
I'm surgical.
Where has my little Jake gone?
Yeah, and he.
There you are, Jake.
Yeah, it's the King Kong ain't got shit on me. I mean, come on.
Listen, I just want to make sure Pinhead got props from at least one vote. Just he needed to have one moment of representation. Just credit where credit's due.
He's cool, but he's not the villain in that movie, is he? And in Hellraiser 2, it's the Leviathan.
I mean, sure. I mean, in the same way that, like, well, I don't want to say nothing because he might come up later, so I'm just going to keep that one to myself.
Yeah. All right, cool. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah. So 2-1. I guess Alonzo Harris makes it through.
It does. Okay, the next one is going to be actually way more tricky than I thought. We have the Predator of Predator fame, obviously, Aliens vs. Predator, being the most memorable and noteworthy of all the Predator franchises. With the Predalien, I mean, come on.
Okay.
And we have John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, a.k.a. Gary Oldman, in The Fifth Element.
Oh.
I haven't seen Fifth Element in a long time. I've seen it a good amount of times, but it's been a while. So.
Go ahead.
I'm just the tiebreaker in this scenario.
Okay.
I know who I would go for.
Can I ask you, remind me what his motives were? He wants to get...
He's working for, like, dark powers to destroy the universe.
Yeah.
And he has a cool haircut.
Yeah, he really does have a rad haircut.
And he's an arms dealer.
Yeah, he's an arms dealer, and he's working with the aliens. I don't remember their names.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chris Tucker was there for some reason.
Corbin? I mean, my vote, personally, I gotta go Predator. I'm a big thing on looks, and like when I saw like Boba Fett for the first time, I was like, he just looks cool. I don't care what he does,
right.
And I'm just a mark for stuff like that. But like the Predator was the shit, man. Like it's hard. The look is cool. It's a great franchise, but I don't know. Does that make him a villain? I think he's just kind of doing his job. It's like this rite of passage thing. So
I mean, that can still be pretty terrifying. It's hunting a species just because they're a worthy opponent is sort of
pretty villainous.
Pretty fucking villainous.
I mean, it's a dangerous game, but okay.
Yeah. I think my vote might go towards the Predator simply because of name recognition. on that one?
I think mine's going to also go to Predator just because, I mean, in terms of longevity, he's gotten way more movies out of it. He's got
Gary fucking old. Get out.
That's actually, I don't know. Yeah, that one's actually was tougher than I thought, though.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Gary Oldman in that movie is a great villain. He's very memorable. He's got a great one-liners and stuff like that.
This table.
I love that, but I think that movie is more aesthetic than anything, and really like his motives are never really clear, other than he's just doing this kind of for power, I guess, but not really whatever. Like, at least the Predator has very clear motives. Like, oh no, I'm going to collect your skull and take it back to my tribal, hunter-gatherer.
Only if you're worthy.
Right. So it's constantly, it's like the reverse of like Deadly Game or something like that, like, I don't know. Predator wins for me, but I'm glad that you got to vote for Gary Oldman.
I hated Fifth Element for a long time, and then I watched it to death, and just like it clicked at some point, and then I was like, I get this movie now.
Yeah, it's all camp.
Yeah, Chris Tucker's annoying in it.
Oh, I think Chris Tucker is perfectly cast.
But the more I watched it, I was like, yeah, I think I broke something in my brain where now I love this movie. So, Fifth Element is amazing.
Okay.
That's what's up. All right, well...
moving on.
Well, Matthew, you may not be the tiebreaker if you want to pipe in earlier. All right, Predator's moving on. All right, so our next matchup, and this one I think is going to be pretty fun as well. We have Agent Smith of The Matrix versus Castor Troy in Face Off, who is also John Travolta and is also Nick Cage.
I mean, you know which one I'm going to vote for.
Michael's fanboyism of Nick Cage will not allow him to vote otherwise.
Fuck you. That's a great villain.
Oh, he's great.
The opening scene where he's like grabbing on some like 16-year-old choir girl's ass and like singing Hallelujah and like, oh, that's just great. That's great. He throws an FBI agent out of a plane, like on the runway, just like boop. There you go. Deal with that, Sean. Oh, it's great. Anyway,
it is a fun movie. I do.
and then when John Travolta takes over and he adds his actual smarminess and like
he sucks.
He literally sleeps with Archer's wife. Like, I mean, granted he is Archer kind of, but whatever. It's sort of like, yeah.
I mean, I think he's a great villain, unquestionably. I wish it would have just been Nick Cage the whole time because I thought he just did a better job.
Just Nick Cage versus Nick Cage face off.
Yeah, when he does the waterfall face thing, it's great. It's great. I mean, again, I feel bad doing this because it's going to be my cop-out answer to a lot of them, but like, not just longevity, like Smith's motives was going to end all of humanity. You know what I mean? And Castor Troy is just memorable, like great performance, no question. But
the movie opens with him shooting a kid in the face.
I'm not saying, I mean, Smith was going to kill every woman, child on the planet, man on the planet. You know, I mean, and again, there's so many factors, whereas if it's just we're talking performance, and it's not like Hugo Weaving was a slouch in that. His performance was great. It's not as over the top by any means. It's much more subdued, but that's kind of the whole point of that movie. But like, again, body count plays a factor. He's memorable, so check that box. Over the top performance in that category, that goes to Nick Cage / John Travolta. Motive, intention, I gotta lean Smith on this one. Also, my fanboyism of The Matrix will not allow
this is why you're
to
here,
vote otherwise.
For this exact scenario.
Oh man. Oh Lord. All right. Agent Smith versus Nick Cage.
And John Travolta.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Travolta sucks in that movie, but
Blasphemy.
No, he sucks. I'm gonna go Castor Troy. Castor Troy.
Really?
Castor Troy.
Upset of the century. Castor Troy goes over Agent Smith.
I wish I had a bell.
Can you?
I wish I had a bell.
All right,
it would be the
what's
upset
the reasoning?
alone.
For why? Por qué?
The Matrix sucks.
Oh.
The first one's good, and then you have the other two, and it just ruins it. Like, why'd you do that?
Matthew, I spent hours talking to The Matrix.
I know.
About The Matrix to you.
I know.
And you just lied to me and feigned interest.
Yeah. The first one's fine. But there's one. I have one Star Wars, and it's the first one, and everyone else is after that. Like, I don't care about.
It's just shit. Okay.
It's New Hope or nothing.
Hey man, I get it. You know what? But I said when we asked you to come over, whatever you say goes. In the first upset of the day, I'm gonna repeat this. Castor Troy of Face Off defeats Agent Smith. It's in the books. It's going on.
Right.
That's it. Okay. Definitive. Cast, it pains me to write. Agent Smith, I love you, boss. All right, this one is going to be interesting. We're moving on if everyone's cool with that.
Are you cool? Are you?
I'm going to have to be. If I dwell on it, I'm just going to argue and it's going to turn into an episode of Always Sunny. Where I'm just going to berate Michael about how dumb he is for liking Nick Cage and his fanboyism. Yeah. But it's okay. I like Nick Cage too. I actually can't wait to see the new movie he's in. But yeah, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent or whatever.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Looks incredible.
Being Nick Cage.
Yeah, pretty much. This one is going to be a good one actually because it's two really, really iconic characters for very different reasons.
Okay.
We have, in the 6th seed, we have Jason Voorhees versus the 11 seed, Scarface, a.k.a. Tony Montana. Now, I've been allowing you to go first, but if I may explain why Tony Montana made the list. He is the villain of his own story. He is by far his own worst enemy, and he's not like... It's kind of like you hear a bunch of like frat dudes back in the day, you're like, I want to be Tyler Durden. It's like he's not an admirable character. Like his qualities, he's not a good guy. Like Al Pacino's performance is so good that it carries the entire movie, and if he wasn't as good as he is in that would be a boring-ass movie. That would be a boring-ass movie, in my opinion. But I will say this. Tony Montana, again, is the villain of his own story. Now, I have not made my decision, but Michael, you go ahead.
It was Tony Montana versus, what was the other one?
Jason Voorhees. Classic slasher.
Gotta go with Jason Voorhees. Again, I think Tony Montana's a great villain in... drug kingpin, murdering people, just, zero remorse, zero conscience. The guy's a psychopath. But Jason Voorhees, just on body count alone, and just sheer cool violence, just animalistic, primal, like, that was pretty fucking cool to see that dude get ripped in half. I mean, he's given us so much.
I'm going Jason.
Yeah.
I unanimously Jason. I love Tony Montana. I've seen that movie a million times, but Jason Voorhees is an all-time great slasher. Yeah. All-time great slasher.
Tony Montana's great villain, but it's the whole point of that movie that he is his own worst villain. So it's the rise and downfall of a king brought low by his own hubris.
100%. And again, some of these are just by natural, like just the way of things are. Some of these are just going to be bad matchups. They could be great villains.
No, that was a good matchup.
Yeah.
Just two iconic villains for very dramatically different reasons.
All right. This one, I think, is going to be a little bit more clear-cut. One of the all-time, like, original OG villains against somebody who's just downright evil. We have the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz fame versus Damien of the Omen.
Thoughts, Matthew? Anything?
I'll wait.
You want
This is my entry, so, yeah.
This is your entry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Listen, Damien, just by being virtue of he's the Antichrist, already lends a lot of credibility on the evil scale.
It's a lot of points.
Personally, I'm an agent of chaos, so I'm all about this. But in that movie, he doesn't do a lot of killing. Like, a lot of killing happens around him, but I don't think there's maybe one or two instances that he is actually like an active participant in murder or mayhem or some sort of villainous deed. A lot of that movie is based around talking about how evil he's going to be.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he doesn't stack up in this one particular instance. I mean, the Wicked Witch of the West, iconic. Like, she wants vengeance against one little stranded girl from Kansas because she inadvertently, accidentally killed her sister, and that's a pretty fucking good motivator.
It's Death Wish for witches.
Death Witch?
Yeah, sure.
There we go. What you got, Matthew?
Wicked Witch.
Any pontification on that?
She's evil as fuck and she's iconic. Like, what do you need?
No, I'm inclined to...
This man stands on very simple principles.
I love it. No, I'm inclined to agree. Again, I think Damien's a really good character, but when I watch that movie, he doesn't do anything. He's boring as fuck. He just stands there and looks creepy.
Well, Opera's like...
Yeah, and so and plus the Wicked Witch of the West, man, she's the OG of that shit, man. So you gotta pay your respects. So
pay homage to the queen.
Pay homage. Wicked Witch, moving on. Alrighty, we have in our next one. This is gonna be kind of interesting. We have Jigsaw from the Saw franchise, and this one if it was up to me, it would come down to him and one other person in the finals. We have the Kurgan from Highlander.
Yes.
What is this?
I'm voting for the greatest movie ever made, Highlander. Kurgan is dope. I mean, the dude is centuries years old, and he has one thing: killing Colin McLeod. Duncan McLeod is from the
movie
series,
or the
from
show.
series,
Yeah.
Push my glasses up on that one for all you nerds. Yeah, and he's dope, and he's played by Clancy Brown. He's got the iconic lines. He's got a great look. I mean, I love that movie. I will never not vote for that. Jigsaw's great. He's conniving. He's clever. He's maybe even mad brilliant, but it's really, really one note. It really, there's no layer to it at all. It's torture porn. That's fine. It's great, as far as seeing visceral gore and that kind of thing. But in terms of just villainy, Kurgan's great, dude.
I mean, I'll say this, the first Saw movie I have a lot of respect for. They shot it in 18 days on a shoestring budget.
Right.
And some of the performances.
Hot dog and a handshake kind of thing.
Yeah, and it was. And I like the script. I don't know how well it was acted. I have a lot of respect for that movie. And I liked the twist. Thank God nobody spoiled it for me. But the Kurgan, man, come on, dude. The Highlander won an Oscar for the greatest film of all time. And he's been doing it for thousands of years. He's just been an asshole to whatever other Highlander. He could have just killed Duncan MacLeod, but no, he had to fuck with Colin MacLeod. Yeah. He could have just killed him, but no, he had to kidnap his girl and fuck with Sean Connery. And he's just been an asshole for thousands of years. And that's mad villainy.
Sean Connery's the Spaniard.
Yes.
Isn't that correct?
Well, technically, he's Egyptian who lived in Japan, who's now playing Spaniard, who's now playing a Spanish.
Is that why there's a katana in this show?
Yes.
Okay.
And they do nothing about his accent.
Not at all.
Kurgan.
Kurgan moves on. Awesome. Kurgan. What does he say? It is better to burn.
There's something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
There it is. Moving on to our next one. This was one of my selections, one of them. We have Voldemort of the Harry Potter franchise.
He who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named. If you're going to whisper. Sorry, got a little closer.
He who shall not be named.
Sorry. We can edit around. Anyways, we have Voldemort of the Harry Potter franchise, and we have Judge Doom of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, I think we all know who's going to win here, but I had to give a shout out to my man. When I was a child, Judge Doom, the great Christopher Lloyd, the incomparable Christopher Lloyd, played him to a T. He wants to destroy Toontown so he can build a highway, and the villainy part is he's a Toon himself.
He murders Toons on camera, and it's horrifying.
The little shoe is screaming when it's getting dipped in the acid.
And they do that in the first 15 minutes. That movie is terrifying. Let's hear it.
I feel like, I'm going to be honest here, I don't watch enough Harry Potter. I have a respect for Voldemort. He's on the list because I feel like he should be on the list. I don't think I've seen enough Harry Potter to really even know. I guess he wants to wage a war on Muggles, and he just wants to be a magic world, and he wants to be the king.
He's
something
it's the magical equivalent, basically, of Hitler. He wants to either wipe out or subjugate the Muggles and create a magical-led world of which he is and his ilk are the supreme leaders, basically. So it's sort of Stalin-esque, Hitler-esque, sort of that kind of thing. That being said, Judge Doom murders a little shoe, an innocent little shoe, dipping him slowly into a vat of dip. And it's horrifying.
The shave and the haircut. That was terrifying as a child. I'm going Judge Doom. Fuck it. I'm going Judge Doom.
I mean, I have to vote for Voldemort. The guy's Hitler.
Yeah,
he's Hitler.
Again, maybe I should...
You tell me the positive part of Nazis, Marcus.
Okay, half of my job here is to reel Michael in. No...
So Judge Doom was just trying to murder all the Toons so that he could build a freeway. That was his whole goal. I'm going Judge Doom.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
All I know about Harry Potter is I'm a Slytherin.
I think I'm a Ravenclaw, I think.
Wow.
I took the test once.
You guys are geeks.
Yeah. Are we moving Judge Doom on?
Over Voldemort? Okay, listen. I'm not dealing with the backlash on this one. I voted Voldemort.
I feel like he has more. Yeah. There's more Harry. Yeah, I gotta go Voldemort. I gotta go
tell
Voldemort.
me.
I gotta go.
Changing his vote.
I gotta go.
All right,
Voldemort.
at the buzzer.
I got pressured. No, Michael's. There's whole Harry Potter convent, but man, on a personal note, of those two for me, that's all I'm gonna
say. Honorable mention, but we cannot put Voldemort in front of Judge Doom in front of Voldemort. That can't happen.
I just know, for me personally, I will admit Voldemort as a whole is probably the better villain. I'm saying for me personally, Judge Doom would win.
Okay.
But
So I'm not saying he's got to be the final one, but if Judge Doom makes it into the final four, I'm gonna be fucking livid. I'm gonna flip this shit over. I promise you.
I mean, hey, look, it's all subjective, and I know it is what it is. Though we're moving on. We are going down to our southern bracket here. You guys ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. We have one of the most iconic villains of all time. He's been portrayed in several movies amongst the Batman franchise, the Joker.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to beat.
And he is going up against, this is a Marcus Dudley selection here. There is a Jamaican crime movie called Shotas. And the bad guy's name is Teddy Bruckshut. And he is a fucking great character. I don't think he's going to win, but I will say this. I wanted to give him a shout out because the actor died. What was his name? I won't waste time Googling it, but he died recently. And, yeah, man, he was a great actor. He's the bad guy in Belly as well. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, Teddy Bruckshut, man. He was the shit in Shotas. I don't think he's going to win because you're going up against the Joker. But I got to go Joker.
Listen, Teddy Bruckshot's great. I mean, he's Jamaican Scarface. The dude's a badass. He basically kills all of Biggs' entire crew just in one fell swoop, you know. But listen, it's the Joker. I mean, just sheer body count alone. When Jack Nicholson is on that parade float throwing out wads of cash and then just gasses the entire populace of Gotham, that's some gangster shit.
Yeah.
Just the Joker.
Yeah.
What do you need me for that?
All right. All right, the Joker's moving on. On our next selection, we have a classic villain from a classic holiday movie. We have Hans Gruber from Die Hard, the great Alan Rickman, versus, what's his name, Kevin Spacey from Seven? John Doe from Seven.
Thoughts?
I'm Hans Gruber and I'm grooving.
Hans Gruber?
It's the Die Hard musical from Bob's Burger.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. No?
I don't remember that episode.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, man.
I'm rewatching Bob's Burger now, so I'll let you know when I get to it.
All right.
I vote Hans Gruber. John Doe's evil as fuck in that movie, but Hans Gruber's just so memorable.
Iconic.
Man. Yeah. It ain't Christmas till that motherfucker gets kicked out a window.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go John Doe. I mean, again, you talk about setting up a plan and putting it into motion, and just the sheer willpower and intelligence it takes.
Also, Kevin Spacey.
Who, probably the less said about that, the better. We'll just steamroll past that one. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just the character of John. I mean, like the dude is a maniacal genius on a Joker-esque level. So I have to vote for John Doe. I mean, the guy had a brilliant plan that took up, methodical planning and patience and a certain amount of research and money and just it's impressive.
Put the Grubes down.
You heard it here first. Anything that ends in Gruber, I typically like. So, all right, Hans Gruber is moving on. That's actually a really good matchup, though. I don't feel like we're giving John Doe enough credit. He is a really good villain. He is compelling as shit, and that movie keeps you on edge. All right, on to the next one. This is another Matthew selection that we all kind of agreed on. We have HAL 9000. From which movie?
It's 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Kubrick.
Kubrick. Okay, yeah, man. Versus the X-Men villain Magneto. I haven't seen 2001 in a very, very, very long time. What is Hal's motivation?
He has a mission that he was programmed to do that the spacemen don't know, and where he's willing to risk their lives to complete the mission, which is to get to Jupiter, with or without them.
Yes.
And they start questioning him, and then he says, "Hey, some shit's broken on the back." Wow! Out in space.
I do remember that part.
Yeah.
He does have the, like, I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Dave.
Yeah, Dave, yeah.
Yeah, Dave.
I'll say this. My vote is for HAL 9000. Not because Magneto is one of the most compelling characters. The issue is he really wavers on villainy and being a hero. It's the analogy which Stan Lee and everybody who created the X-Men kind of came up with was that it was two sides of the same coin, where Professor X was very much so the Martin Luther King of it all, and Magneto was very much so the Malcolm X of it all.
Sure.
And so it's like the ends justify the means kind of thing. So I think Magneto is a super compelling character. Super compelling. One of my favorite comic book characters. Even in the movies, he's good.
He's one of those, what we would call, the sympathetic villain, where he's a villain and he's doing dastardly things, but there's an element that you can empathize with them, and you sort of understand their motivations and why they are the way they are, as opposed to somebody that's just like abject terror, like Jason Voorhees or something like that.
He really does believe that what he's doing is for the best of mutant kind.
Sure.
But Onslaught, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're just talking strictly movies.
Yeah,
we can bring in comics. If you want to talk about Onslaught, we can get into this.
Versus Capcom.
Whew. Don't get me started. That's also what spawned this versus thing, is more Marvel vs. Capcom.
Can we please just get all the Marvel, just bring in a rotating roster of just all the Marvel characters versus the most random Capcom characters ever, just all the time? I don't play it, but I love watching other people play it.
It's just 3 Felicias and a Morgan.
Oh, Matthew, your alliances, they're so strong. Oh yeah, I vote HAL 9000. Again, Magneto's a great character, but my vote's for HAL 9000. HAL 9000 on this one.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to go HAL 9000 on that, just because. Again, Magneto's compelling villain, but in terms of literally, HAL 9000 is a cold-blooded killing machine.
It's also like how much there's so much design in like a little red lens that and a creepy voice, and that's it. That's the whole character.
That's a really good point, actually.
That is a really good point, actually. Yeah. The fact that they do so much with, he doesn't need magnetic powers and a cape and a helmet and it's just literally a dot.
Your life is in my hands, and I've decided you're not necessary for this mission anymore. That's it.
Pretty fucking villainous.
That's villainy. Mad villainy right there. Shout out to MF Doom.
Yeah.
This next one, I fought hard to get one of these characters on the list. And not only that, I managed to weasel him up to a 13 seed. We have Anton, I'm going to say Chigurh.
Mm-hmm.
Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men, played by Javier Bardem, versus my personal favorite, who would win it all if it was strictly up to me. Sho'nuff, the bad guy from The Last Dragon, starring Timek as the great Bruce Leroy.
Now you got the glow.
Have you seen The Last Dragon?
I have not, but I am familiar with it.
He is the baddest.
I'm familiar. I know Bruce Leroy. Haven't actually watched it. It's super high on my list, but I have a lot of garbage on my list. It's hard to watch everything.
Yeah, no. As a movie, it's top tier. It's great. Prince does the soundtrack.
But I wanted Richard Nixon from Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite.
He's a great villain. Shout out to Michael Jai White for putting together Black Dynamite, because that movie fucking rules if you haven't seen it. Yeah, I'll say I'll do my case for Sho'nuff since we're already on him. I don't think he's gonna win, but I'll just say this: when it comes to being memorable, check. Anybody that's seen The Last Dragon is a Sho'nuff fan. You're like, fuck Bruce Leroy, Sho'nuff. He has all the memorable lines. He says straight up like, "Am I the baddest? Sho'nuff. Am I the prettiest? Sho'nuff." Yeah, he's the shit. He dresses like the Road Warriors from the 80s wrestling.
Yeah.
He's got like hockey pads. He's the Shogun of Harlem. And he's the shit. He wears like the Kanye West glasses long before Kanye West wore that shit. Like his
afro with the bandana and shit like that.
And he's on the quest to get the on the quest to get the glow. And the thing is, it's not like world domination. He just sees Bruce Leroy and he just fucks with him. He's just a bully. He's just the Shogun of Harlem. he doesn't see him as that, and he goes out of his way to fuck with this really peaceful dude who just wants to teach karate. And he just fucks with him. He goes to his dojo, and he just starts shit wherever he goes. He goes to a pizza shop. He starts shit in the pizza shop.
Straight up, Rick James karate kicks this dude right in the chest, bro. Like, bow!
Wow. Yeah, he's just an asshole, just certified through and through. He is a memorable, iconic, classic, to me, would win it all villain. I fucking love Sho'nuff. So,
who's he going up against? Who's the other one?
It's a bad matchup, I'll just say that. It's Javier Bardem and...
Javier Bardem. Yeah.
No Country
You can't
for Old
even...
Men.
Is that from No Country?
The dude's a cold-blooded, stone-cold killer, bro. Like, Sho'nuff gets his respect.
He is the baddest. Michael, is he the baddest?
Sho'nuff.
Okay.
Showed up.
Okay.
So,
I can accept
I mean, again, I got to point out, one of these two won an Oscar.
My own ego comes back to strike against me. And
Careful, Icarus.
Careful, Icarus. Fly too close to the sun there. All right.
Javier Bardem, bro.
Shout out to you, Sho'nuff. He admitted you're the baddest.
Yeah, it's Javier Bardem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem, Anton.
Chigger. Chinger?
Yeah. I
Chingy?
don't. Yeah. He is moving on. But Sho'nuff. Admirable.
Mad respect.
Mad
Honorable
respect.
mention.
Mad
Thanks for
respect,
showing
yeah.
up.
Thanks for showing up for sure. This one I think is going to be pretty interesting as well. We have a comedic one in there, and then we have a very non-comedic one. We have Patrick Bateman from American Psycho
Done.
versus Azul of the Ghostbusters.
Is it? I thought it was just Zool.
Oh, Zul. Right,
Zul,
right.
yeah,
Zul.
Zul.
Sorry. I wrote down Azul. Sorry. I was blue for my Spanish-speaking people. So, yeah, it is just Zul. My bad. I wrote it down wrong. Sorry. Look, we're just seat of our
it's
pants here.
Zool versus...
Patrick Bateman of American Psycho.
I mean, I love American Psycho. That movie to me is so quotably great and so morbid and so... It's the exact kind of black comedy that I really, really enjoy. So I love that movie. Zool is great because, I mean, it's an interdimensional world-conquering demon, which we've already expressed that I love via Pinhead. So, I mean, two strong contenders. But just in terms of just sheer villainy, I mean... I think Patrick Bateman might edge that one out, man. Like that, to watch him slowly deteriorate into the shell of a husk of a man he becomes is so fascinating to watch. So I got to give it to Christian Bale and Patrick Bateman.
Okay, full confession first off. I've never seen American Psycho.
Oh, it's so good.
I know enough about it. My friend Yaz was a huge Christian Bale fan.
Yaz.
Yeah, Yaz Yilmaz, love you, buddy. He was a huge Christian Bale fan for a really long time, so I got the whole rundown of this movie, and I watched parts of it. He just kind of gave me the abridged version. I was like, oh, this dude's twisted.
Yeah.
I don't know, Zool, he's pretty despicable, though, man. That's actually, I think it's a better matchup than we're giving it credit.
Patrick Bateman arguably did nothing.
Did nothing?
Yeah, he arguably might have done nothing, and it could have only been in his mind, and he was fantasizing about it. So is that really evil?
That is true. That is true.
You know?
Depending on your interpretation of the
Zool
ending.
was defeated by crossing the streams. Like, literally all they had to do was have, like, a pee fight, you know, and then with the streams, and done. So who's the dumber evil person?
That's the $1 million question here. What makes the good villain? Because I think memorable-wise, you got to go Zool.
I mean, in terms of memorable and longevity, Zool definitely beats out Patrick Bateman. I'm not gonna lie. I just enjoy the character study of. It's like watching Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Just the de-evolution of a man into his own madness. I love that. It was great. But Zool, I think, might be the better character.
I'm gonna go with Zool on this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've only seen the abridged version, so I was trying to kind of stay out of it. But I just know Zool, fucking Ghostbusters, has spawned so many, and the great Rick Moranis, he takes over him, man. It's great. It's great. So Zool's moving on.
Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah,
that was close though. That was close. All right, the next one. Oh, this is actually a really good matchup.
Okay.
This happened.
You got genuinely excited.
Yeah, this happened by fluke. We were just kind of seeding people, and I did it randomly. We have Mr. Han from Enter the Dragon, the King of Kumite, versus the wonderful, the great Dr. Evil of Austin Powers fame.
Is Mr. Han the one with the tiger claws?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the the big boss fight at the
I'm just
at the
trying
end
to
with
not
the
get my
column
Bruce
medals.
Lee movies confused because they kind of have a certain pattern. And then,
Right.
And then they kind of go off that pattern.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't really, to be honest, I don't really know what Mr. Han wanted. I know he was like, he was like running drugs or guns or something out of the island.
He was stealing women out of Southeast Asia and turning them into sex slaves.
Right.
And
Oh,
getting
like
them
Raw
addicted to-
Force.
Yeah. Like Raw Force. Shout out to Raw Force. Anyway, he was and running drugs and like just general criminal empire thing. The whole reason that Bruce Lee got involved was because his number two killed Bruce Lee's sister, and so they thought that he might have a personal in to want to take this guy down, take down his criminal empire and stuff like that. Like literally, the whole reason he was sent there onto the island was a recon mission to gather information.
Can we recap Dr. Evil real quick? What is Dr. Evil?
He wants to hold the world hostage.
He wants to build a criminal empire.
True.
That's it.
He does want to take over the world.
Yeah.
He wants $1 billion.
100 fulfilling.
Gajillion dollars.
This is a better matchup than I thought it was, actually. I mean, I'll say this. I love Dr. Evil in the sense of he's just an amalgam. How do you say it?
Amalgam?
Amalgam.
One more time?
Amalgam. That's what it is now. Amalgam. I can't believe I botched that. I thought about it too hard because I knew what I was trying to say, and then I was like, "You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong." I was like, "Amalgam." My grandma. Anyway. No, but he's a mashup. I'll just say. I'll stick to my vocabulary, my simpleton. I didn't graduate college vocabulary. No, you're good. Yeah, he's a mashup of all the best and worst James Bond villain, and so I don't know. Like he's super memorable.
There's no point in putting James Bond villains on the list because Dr. Evil is already all of them and better.
Hold on to that thought because there might be some surprises down the way.
I'm actually inclined to go Dr. Evil here.
I am too. I mean,
he's so evil. Like fucking sharks with fucking laser beams.
Yeah, right.
Like,
again,
what do you want?
His body count's real low. I mean, he kills maybe, I think, on screen 2 people.
But he has a criminal empire that dies for him, so those deaths are also on his hands.
That's right.
He does flip people in the chair at the beginning of the first one.
I'm very badly burned.
Yeah. I gotta go, I mean...
Listen, I'm gonna go Dr. Evil on this one. As much as I like Mr. Han, Dr. Han, Mr. Han.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil's just, in terms of being a memorable villain, he's way up there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's going to go all the way, but he needs to be higher than what he is now, for sure.
See, like, in the Bruce Lee movie, you remember... I can't remember his name. He's a really tall black guy with the afro.
Jim
you
Kelly.
remember him way better than you remember Mr. Han.
Mr. Han, I think
in all
I'd like to
honesty.
leave your island.
I will...
I'll take you, and you, and you. If I left anyone out, please understand. It's been a long day. I'm a little tired.
Michael's Jim Kelly impersonation. You can check that on your What You Been Watching bingo cards at home. I brought up wrestling earlier, so that's 2. For once. God, I'm hanging out with you too much. I'll say this. I don't think he's a good villain. I think what's more for Mr. Han, is everyone remembers the mirror fight scene.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily make him a good villain. So we're all Dr. Evil?
Dr.
Yeah.
Evil.
Dr. Evil,
for
yeah.
sure.
Shout out to Dr. Evil. He is a great villain. He's comedic and he's a dumbass, but he's great.
Yeah, he's horrible at what he does, but he has money and a lot of evil.
He does.
Oh, it's like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, he is a lot like Jeff Bezos. That's a good point.
And I love also how personal it is with Austin Powers. He goes out of his way just to be a dick to him and like those, just real quick tangent, those movies work so well because like Seth Green's character, Scotty, is the audience in every James Bond movie, how they set up these elaborate traps. And we all yell at, and they put Scotty in the movie to be like, I have a gun in my room. We can
Just go shoot him.
Yeah.
Scotty, you just don't get it, okay?
Yeah, he's the audience in every James Bond movie. It's like,
No, we can just shoot him right now. I can go get my gun. It's fine.
yeah. So Dr. Evil, good for you. Good for you. All right. This next one, we have the Green Goblin of Willem Dafoe of Spider-Man fame versus Rocky III's Mr. T, Clubber Lang. Michael, you're going to get super fired up, so just go ahead. Michael's frothing at the bit to yell about Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang is goddamn amazing. Oh, I love Clubber Lang. Mr. T is the best villain in that movie ever because he literally insults Rocky Balboa's wife to his face, like, "Hey, woman, won't you gonna be with a real man, woman?" And he's doing the workout, and he's fucking doing pull-ups by his fingertips. That Clubber Lang is goddamn amazing. Clubber Lang. And that pains me because I love Spider-Man. I love those movies. I love Willem Dafoe. But god damn it, he's so memorable in that.
I want to hear the retort because we discussed this a little bit earlier, and I'm just waiting for it.
I'll get into it later. There's another Rocky villain on the list. I don't even think Clubber Lang is the best villain of the Rocky franchise.
Fuck you.
No, it's Rocky versus communism.
Yeah.
That's it. Wait, 4?
Yeah, Rocky. Ivan Drago's the most. I mean, Apollo Creed is his first adversary, but like he's not really a villain. He's kind of just like he becomes his peer. He's the guy that he's got to beat to be the best. You got to beat the best. All that stuff. But like I love Mr. T. Like he's great, but Rocky versus communism over this. To me, the Green Goblin, just longevity, especially if you haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie, he's fucking despicable.
That is a really strong showing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Green Goblin.
Well, 2-1. Moving on. I'm trying to neuter Michael and his talking of Clubber Lang. All right, our next matchup. This one I think is going to be a little bit of a cakewalk, but we had to give somebody a special shout out. It's a selection that Matthew brought to our attention. And we did just go on a huge tangent the week before about how much we love the Power Rangers movie. Yeah. So we have Hans Landa, the great Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards, versus the undefeatable Rita Repulsa of Power Ranger fame.
You brought
That's my entry. No, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. So your
It's
vote's
Rita
in. It's going to be Rita
I mean, she's just fucking cool. Like, what do you want from me? She summons giant monsters for the Power Rangers to fight, and then they fight them one at a time, get defeated one by one, and then form the Megazord, and then form the sword. It's the formula, but she's amazing every time.
I'll say this. Hans Landa has nothing on Rita Repulsa's tenacity. She does not know how to quit. She is going to find a way to defeat these Power Rangers.
It's the same plan over and over and over and over.
Here's the thing: is the Power Rangers, they got to win every time. She only has to win once.
Yeah, once exactly, exactly.
So I will say this: if we're bringing on the TV show Power Rangers, which we're strictly sticking to movies, then Rita Repulsa would run away with this. That was a lot of alliteration. I used to rap, I promise. Now I can't even say amalgam. Anyway, for me, like I said, if the TV show was brought into it, Rita Repulsa, she is played phenomenally by Liz Banks.
Knocks it out of the park.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, she's great.
But Hans Landa in Inglourious Bastards.
His opening monologue alone. I mean, just the sheer cold. I mean, the dude's a Nazi. Again, like, just, it's pretty hard to top a Nazi as a fucking villain. I mean, they're the scum of the earth, and he plays it with such smarmy perfection. I mean, the final scene where he's talking to von Hammersmark, and he knows the entire time that it's her, and he's got her, and it's like a giant lion just batting around a little blind mouse or something like that.
You got these teeth and these fangs and these claws. You're not hurting the little bunny. You're just Swingers reference. No,
but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, just he's such a smarmy dick. And then in the end, when he switches sides because he knows that the Allies are going to win, and so he tries to play it off as if somehow he was actually involved with Operation Kino just so he can get away with it all. Like, it's pretty. That's pretty fucking hard to beat.
Well, let's not give away the farm. I think he wins this one. So let's not. You don't have to argue all your points yet.
Okay.
Rita Repulsa, though, I'm so glad she made the list. Matthew's about to riot and flip the table. I see it in him. No, again, if the TV show was on, run away with Rita Repulsa. You can't match that tenacity. Week in, week out. Like even the Scooby-Doo villains, they get busted. You don't see their ass. They keep doing the same shit. Different villains, different spookies, different zombos trying to put masks on.
Same story.
Same shit. Not Rita Repulsa. Now, Ivan Ooze was a good one, but he had to bring in a whole new set of Rangers. Don't worry about that. He had that shit on lock, that first set. He had that shit on lock, but he's not Rita, though. All right, we are going to move on to our, I guess, Western brackets over here. The first one we're going to bring up is an all-time great villain of not only comic books, but just pretty much any iteration. Thanos of Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this is his opponent. I got to give him credit. Again, he's just an asshole. Dwight Goodman, the story from Dodgeball and Underdog's Tale. Ben Stiller. I mean, he's a great villain. I wanted to give him a shout out.
Purple Cobras.
The Purple Cobras is memorable. Like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Like, I don't think he's gonna win. Thanos' fucking body count alone, like, you can take away every other factor.
Sure.
But he's a great villain. I just want to iterate. Dwight Goodman's a great villain.
Oh no, shout out. He's the classic middle school bully who just never grew up or something like that. You know what I mean? Just he's got money, he's got privilege, and he's got entitlement, and somehow he makes that all work to his advantage. But it's not going to compare to Thanos.
No.
There's no way.
Yeah.
We can just go ahead and agree. We don't even.
You don't need me.
Yeah. I did want to give him.
I don't even know shit about Thanos. So who the fuck is he?
He's a Grimace. He's the Grimace.
He's the Grimace?
Pretty much.
The Grimace wins.
Yeah, the Grimace always wins. Our next one, I'm a little torn on this one because there's going to be multiple iterations of one of these characters. We have Godzilla of obviously
Godzilla fame.
Godzilla.
And Kaiser Soze of The Usual Suspects. Go ahead, Michael.
I actually, you're a huge Godzilla fan, Matthew. So
Matthew
I would love to hear your.
So my Godzilla is similar to my Star Wars.
Okay.
Where it's early Godzilla, and then it turns into Saturday morning cartoons.
Sure.
Early stuff was about something. Later stuff is just like, let's have some fun.
Okay.
Everyone has their Godzilla. It's all valid. It's all cool. It's Godzilla because he can literally squash Kaiser Soze.
Yeah. To me, yeah.
Shin Godzilla. Okay, laser beams everywhere, every direction. Let's go. Let's do that. Which Godzilla? It doesn't matter. Kaiser's dead.
Yeah. It's weird because like certain iterations try to make him just like this Godzilla that's just product of circumstance, or it's like he's not really a villain. He's just kind of there. He's like a force of nature. Mm-hmm. But
it's the original. It's like the OG catastrophe movie.
Yeah, yeah, where humans are technically the villain. But I will say this: if you're a citizen underneath his feet, he's definitely a villain.
Right,
like,
right. When I'm
homeless because of this fucking guy,
or
like
dying because of radiation breath poisoning, it's like, that fucking sucks.
Even when he's trying to help you by destroying space aliens, he is still a hindrance to humanity.
Like, I used to work there, but that building's gone. I used to go to school there, but that building's gone.
Good job draining the radiation out of the power plant so that you can fight space monsters and King Ghidorah and Mothra simultaneously. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Godzilla.
You're Godzilla?
Versus who?
Kaiser Soze.
I gotta give it to Kaiser Soze. I really do. I think just because Godzilla is a force of nature more than anything else, whereas Kaiser Soze is actually manipulating the very system that the very web that he's caught in to work to his advantage. I mean, again, just
but
in terms
did you
of
see Shin Godzilla?
I did see Shin Godzilla. Listen. Body count alone, Godzilla's got him, okay? But
do you remember?
I do. I do remember. Yes. But I think there's something we said...
You would, like, the cool factor alone, Godzilla.
I mean...
Kaiser
Soze
cool. Needs a cane.
Allegedly. Spoilers.
I would hope that they've seen some of those movies.
We just barrel straight ahead. We just spoil shit. There ain't look. You just look. If you ain't seen it by now, Google this shit and spoil it for yourself.
Listen, Kaiser Soze, man. Again, just because I think Godzilla is more of a force of nature, it'd be like saying the tidal wave is the villain. Like, yeah, it's just a force to be reckoned with. It's not
or
really...
the shark in Jaws, Michael.
Just put a pin in that one because we're going to go right back around to it.
Cough, cough, cough. I'm surprising. Like, I'm more torn on this than I thought because if I strictly just take like Godzilla as a destructive force, then it's him by a landslide.
Sure.
The issue is that they've portrayed him sympathetic so many times now that it's hard for me not to consider those. You know what I mean? That's why King Kong to me isn't on the list. Just because he's pure, just like, dude, you came and kidnapped this dude. Like, he was fucking doing his thing.
Yeah, and they've made him sympathetic so many times where he's just like a big dumb monkey that was trying to reach out and people are just attacking him.
Yeah.
Godzilla never has, like, taken, what is it, Faye Dunaway?
Oh,
yeah, Faye Dunaway.
Yeah. Never did that. That has never happened with a Godzilla movie.
I mean, he did the same thing with Millie Bobby Brown in fucking the new Godzilla
no
movies.
one counts that.
No one counts it. No one counts that, he says. One of the highest grossing movies of its year, but, you know, that's fine.
Non-canonical.
Yeah, I'm torn because, like, again, Kaiser Sose was just creepy. Like, the scene where he's telling the thing and he's, like, hiding behind the ropes. I remember seeing that as a kid, and I remember, like, you could barely see the eyes beyond the ropes or whatever, and it just fucked with me as a kid. And, like, the twist is just crazy, crazy unique. And again, it's... If I just look at an exclusive version of Godzilla, then he runs away with it.
Sure.
But because there's only one version of Kaiser Soze, and that one is just pretty fucking despicable and smart, and it's like, I'm kind of leaning there. So, like, the numbers of Godzilla is actually working against him, but it's also working for him because, fuck, like, who's more memorable around the world?
Sure, right.
Godzilla and a...
Might I remind you that Kaiser Soze, when confronted with his enemies coming to threaten to kill his wife and daughter in front of him if he didn't capitulate and give them all of his land and territory and power, shoots his wife and child because he would rather see them dead than have them see him fail.
No, I mean, I'm not arguing that. Like, I understand the movie of The Usual Suspects, and he flip you. Flip you for real. Yeah. This is actually really tough. I didn't want to be the deciding factor.
Hard decisions.
I think I gotta go Godzilla on this one.
Oh!
I think I gotta go Godzilla.
I love it.
Yeah. Again, just because worldwide brand, that's really hard to ignore.
Sure.
Branding. It's
Yeah.
local.
Again, but if he wasn't portrayed sympathetic, if I'm just looking Shin Godzilla, or like take away the first one, Gojira, where you can obviously tell it's like, oh, he's just kind of a reaction to all the shit that we've been fucking up. And there's a lot of analogies of that, of what he means, and I'm not going to get into it because that's not what this is about. But
Google exists.
yeah, you can do a deep dive on Godzilla. They're out there. So Godzilla over Kaiser Sose. Tough matchup though. I gotta admit that was a good one.
Good matchup.
Very different reasons though.
Oh, I like this next. That's awesome.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
I
one's
don't want to
gonna be
spoil
great.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the further matchups in the round of 32 is going to be beastly. Our next matchup. All right, our next matchup should be a fun one because they're both iconic. We have the great Ricardo Montalban. How do you say his name?
Ricardo Montalban.
Montalban, that's right. See, I was there. Versus the shark from Jaws, a.k.a. Bruce is what they called him on set. So we have Khan of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, versus the shark from Jaws. Now, Michael, I know your love for all things Jaws, so why don't you go ahead and fire us up?
Jaws. Jaws. It's Bruce. It's Bruce. I mean, he's a killing machine. All this thing does is swim and eat and make little baby sharks, and swim and eat and make little baby sharks. And that's all it does for millions of years. Doll's eyes, black eyes, roll back on you, go all white, take you down, shake you, little tenderizing. That'd be the end of you, Chief. That's it.
What do you think?
Man, I don't know. This is a tough one. Fuck. Because I fucking love me some Star Trek 2. I love 2 and 3, and like the rest, I'm like, whatever. They're okay.
I've only seen the one where they went back in time to save the whale.
It's 4.
That was 4.
That's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, no, because 2 goes straight, yeah. Star Trek 2 is the shit, though, man. Wrath of Khan is the jam.
Now, are you including the Bandicoot Cumberbund version of Khan?
Swedish, Danish, coffee batch. I mean, he was still a good Khan. Like, he was still evil in that. I mean, comparatively. Michael's like mouthing, no, he wasn't. He was terrible. I mean, he's a good actor. I'm not going to say that about him, but script-wise, I don't know. But I'm strictly sticking to Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. That to me is Khan.
Okay.
There will be no other. Why they shouldn't even try to redo that. Like
I
they just
agree.
they shoehorned him in, and it's like whatever. But like Star Trek II Wrath of Khan is the shit, man.
Can I persuade you? Add a little science into this.
Uh-oh.
Sharks are older than trees. trees have existed for a shorter amount of time on Earth than sharks. Sharks win. How old is Khan?
He was frozen, so I don't know. He was on a desolate planet from Hell's Heart East.
By millions of years.
Not Jaws wasn't around for a million years.
No, not Jaws, but sharks as a concept, which is Jaws.
So
he wins. It's Bruce.
2 against 1. I mean, look. Shout out to Khan though. You're a great villain. You're fucking.
No, that's a good matchup. That's a hard one, but just
I honestly don't know.
Hard line. I got to go Jaws. I mean,
I will say for me, I think the shark is a great villain. I mean, he's like the introduction of a lot of horror things. So yeah, I'll go the shark.
I mean, essentially, he's Jason Voorhees. He's a mindless killing machine. Like, we don't know why he does what he does. He just does it, and that's terrifying.
I'm with whatever. Look, it's exciting. It's in the books. It's in the books. All right, next one. This could be possibly a pretty huge upset here. We have Loki of Avengers fame, which Matthew, you have seen Avengers. I know you have because you told me about the hockey eyes.
What?
No, he's gonna deny it. I called Matthew when Avengers came out, and I was like, "How do they do Hawkeye?" He's like, "Oh, he's cool." I'm like, "Oh, thank God." Anyways, so we have Loki of Avengers MCU fame, and we have Immortan Joe of Mad Max fame, Fury Road. I think he's in one of the other ones, right?
No,
it's just that one. Yeah.
See, I'm not big on the lore, but I've definitely seen Fury Road a bunch.
I mean, essentially, you could swap him out for Lord Humongous. It's
No,
kind of
you
the
can't.
same. It's kind of.
No, you can't.
You don't think so?
Immortan Joe is everything about Fury Road is better. It's all of the stuff from Mad Max, but better and more concise and tighter.
I would agree with that for sure. Yeah, but then again, he had 30-something years to work on a tight script, so
Valid. Valid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Immortan Joe versus Loki. I mean,
Loki's a 4 seed, so this could be a
Loki,
big upset.
I got to give it to Loki just in terms of sheer magnitude of what he wants. I mean, the dude literally wants to conquer all of Earth, if not reality, and has a pretty compelling speech about how humanity craves subjugation and stuff like that in terms of, like, why not me? Like, I'm a god, why shouldn't it be me? If might makes right, then by all means. It's sort of a backdoor way to introduce Doctor Doom, which we haven't seen in the modern MCU, mythology, but there's something to be said for a dude who, like, all he wants to do is conquer the world. And really, like, there's not really a law against that.
I'll say this. Immortan Joe's pretty fucked up. He hoards water, which is the most vital resource that we all need.
And misogynist, hoards women, and, uses them for his own personal breeding tools.
Yeah.
And that's horrible and horrific, but it's very localized. It's very centralized.
Yeah, and I would, if it was just certain versions of Loki, I mean, he's such a fucking likable guy. Like, they gave him a TV show.
Like, he's charming as fuck.
But
so is Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The issue is much so like Magneto, though, in the fact that, if we're just talking movies, here, they give him a redemption arc, which is well earned. I'm not saying anything about it, and it doesn't make anything that he did less villainous. But also, sometimes he's like Jack Sparrow in, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, where it's all just like, I'll set you up for the okie doke to benefit myself, and... Like, so the cross, like, he crosses those he loves, but again, it's the redemption arc. If I look at Loki just in Avengers, he wins. But they've gone out of their way to redeem him twice now in the MCU. At the end of at the beginning of Infinity War, he calls himself Loki Odin's son. And then he dies, that version of him, and then he comes back again as a complete asshole that just ended up waging war on New York, and then they redeem him again. And it's like, damn it. This guy is too likable. So this is going to pain me, but I think I got to go on Immortan Joe. Just simply because of the redemption arc that's happened twice now. It's hard to ignore that.
Am I the tiebreaker on this?
I think you might be.
Oh man. Loki's an agent of chaos. I think I've only seen the first Avengers movie and nothing after that.
Matthew bailed on
it. But what I know about him from the stories is that he doesn't know what he wants at any point and constantly shifts. I'm going to go Immortan Joe.
All right. That was tough, though. That was tough. Matthew with the tiebreaker. All right, now we have Pennywise of Stephen King fame versus, all right, now I'll let you two hash this out. Legion of the Exorcist movies, which is Michael, I guess Pazuzu is in the Exorcist too.
Right, is where they give him the name, I guess.
Yeah, so we have,
I've always just assumed it was Pazuzu. You guys told me.
That's from Exorcist 2.
Yeah, there was a debate before we
never
started
knew
recording.
that, but yeah.
So we have Pennywise versus the demon in the Exorcist.
It's demons, plural.
Demons. I apologize. The Legion. We are Legion.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Pazuzu / Legion just because that movie is horrifying. Just again, just to see the breakdown of an innocent person. I mean, everyone. There's people who might say that Regan is the Reagan is the villain, but she's the victim in that. Like she's
Linda Blair.
Yeah. She's the victim. She's an innocent bystander in all this, if nothing more than a vessel for this overblown caricature of evil.
I mean, she's a child.
Right. Which again makes it all the more creepy. Like anytime you bring in creepy possessed children, just the ew factor goes through the roof. I'm gonna go with Legion. I mean, the dude's literally a demon that possesses a little girl and talks mad shit, and I gotta have respect for that. So,
all right, I'll say this. I just always have it. I get freaked the fuck out by clowns. And there's a strong population of the world that are creeped the fuck out by clowns. All right, and I will say this: Pennywise, especially with the new resurgence in the movies, is pretty fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's pretty fucking creepy, and the whole voice he does and everything. And what's the guy? If I wasn't thinking about it, he was in Clue. He was I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Oh.
God, what's his name? The actor.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Golly.
it's like,
Yeah, Tim Curry. I couldn't remember his name for
Satan from Legend.
Oh, that is true.
He's
Yeah.
a great villain. Why is he not on there?
Yeah. Tim Curry.
Because Satan wins if you put him on a
that's-
villain list.
You know, we actually had a discussion about that where we were talking about can we throw in just Satan, and we just decided that it was too broad of a category.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I got you.
You can't just you would have to bring in every movie from like the Lumiere brothers and stuff like onward, because that was just the original villain. So anyway,
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Sorry. So, but yeah, again, which iteration of Satan are we talking about portrayed on screen? Yeah, it's too much. But yeah, for me, it's Pennywise. I think the resurgence is, and the other factor is, while the demon, the Legion of Exorcist is creepy as shit. Like, it took how many Google searches and a whole debate to even remember his fucking name? You know what I mean? Like, you say Pennywise, everybody knows what's up. And he's terrorizing little children, like eating kids. And down here, everybody, like, it's fucking, he's out there with it, man. And he's a true demon as well, you know? And my vote goes them simply because there's a lot of, like, I know the scenes of The Exorcist. I didn't know it was Azuzu or Pazuzu or any fucking...
There's a Futurama joke about Pazuzu.
I didn't connect it to The Exorcist.
That's
though.
valid.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, I know the joke in Futurama, but I didn't connect that to The Exorcist.
Got you. That makes sense.
So that's my only hiccup. I'm not taking anything away from the demonic aspect of possessing a child, but so does Pennywise on more than one account.
Am I the tiebreaker in this?
Yes,
I think you might be.
I'm going to go Pazuzu. I've never seen any of the It movies.
Oh,
really?
Ever. None of them.
But you love Tim Curry.
I love Tim Curry. I don't get the clown thing. It makes no sense to me. I think people only remember it from the TV show of the 90s, and like that was creepy, and that's their whole personality about clown fear.
Well, they also just did 2 movies that
I mean, that just happened.
like
I mean,
started
4
like-
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, the sequel was 4 years ago.
I guess so. I haven't seen it.
I mean, I'll write down Pazuzu. Again, that's my only thing though. But if Pazuzu wins, then Pazuzu wins. That's what it is. I'm not here to argue. Pazuzu / Legion / whatever the fuck your name is because you're
Captain
not memorable. All right, cool. Anyway, that's me being salty. I'm just kidding. The next one we have should be a fun one. It's a personal childhood villain of mine, all-time great. Versus a movie that I'm going to be honest, I've never seen in its entirety. But again, I feel like I know enough about it. I know I'm fucking killing you guys. There's going to be an honest confession podcast where I just discredit myself.
I mean, I just did that by like confessing I haven't seen Tim Curry in It. So
yeah. There's going to be an honest confession podcast where Michael and I really look in the mirror and go like, have you really seen it? All of it, beginning to end? No. And we're going to have a list of like 50 movies that like, I'll tell you a few. Gladiator, Titanic, never seen them shits. Don't care to. Again.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a different day. But so we have, to get back on point, we have Jack Torrance of The Shining versus Shredder of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Again, Shredder to me would be Final Four. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a huge part of my childhood. Matthew and Michael, both.
Oh yeah. Shredder's a strong representation. Great villain, focused in on vengeance and building a criminal empire, which is two great villain origin stories. But Jack Torrance, again, just the de-evolution of a man into his own psychosis, and just watching the breakdown of how that happens is so good. It's so fascinating. Shout out to Kevin Nash for playing the Super Shredder in Secret of the Ooze, but I gotta
Super Shredder. Say that again, Michael.
Super Shredder isn't on the list though.
But he is still the Shredder. He's the same guy.
Yeah, but Super Shredder is different.
No, listen, I'm going Jack Torrance on this. I just wanted to give a shout out to...
Just checking, doing the math here.
Again, if I could give Shredder a shout out for everything he's been in, whether it's fucking video games as a childhood, comic books as a child, like animated TV shows, then it would be Shredder in a fucking runaway. But he's only had one really good iteration, or two movies where he was pretty good, and even then, but it's more a Turtles vehicle. I'm gonna go Jack Torrance, even though I haven't seen it, just because, again, that movie's such in the...
So are you both Jack Torrance?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was my bring to the table. I think I'm gonna go Shredder.
I'll change my vote to Shredder right now.
Don't do it. Don't fuck around.
I fucking love the Shredder.
We cannot have Shredder go over Jack Torrance.
He knows Kung Fu, and Jack Torrance was only able to do what he did because he was
brought him to the table.
He was bullying someone that was weaker than him, and Shredder, bigger, stronger, has claws. What else do you want?
He fights 4 turtles at a time, not his scared family.
Ninja Turtles.
Teenage mutant.
Not a child and a wife.
Look,
which makes him the even better villain because it's a helpless child and wife.
Claws, armor, knows Kung Fu.
You're the one that brought Jack Torrance to the fucking table. What are we doing right now? What conversation are we having? What the fuck is happening right now? Really? Shredder's going over Jack Torrance? Okay.
I vote Shredder over Jack Torrance.
I'm flipping the shit.
Welcome to Upset Land, Michael. We'll have a loser's bracket with him and Agent Smith later. You can sign up for that one. It'll be the salty bracket, starring Marcus and Michael, where we just yell about how stupid the other one is for not allowing something to happen. I changed my vote to Shredder because like I said, I would put him in the Final Four. Strictly on childhood nostalgia. I tried to remove a lot of childhood nostalgia for a lot of these. I can't do it on this one. I can't. It's fucking the Shredder, dude.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's the fucking Shredder over Jack Torrance.
He knows Kung Fu.
Dude.
I love that we brought Matthew in to be the deciding factor, and he's just like, let me see how I can stir some shit up.
Dude,
watch this. Dance, puppets, dance.
I love it. Look, I only said Jack Torrance. I was like, well, I thought you were unanimous on Jack Torrance. The second he had any form of like, I was like, well, wait. I'm playing chess with I didn't take my finger off the piece yet. Hang on. I did not write it down yet. Once it's written down, it's set. Fuck it.
God damn it.
What's the next one?
All right, anyway, sorry about that. The Sheriff of Nottingham from, you take your pick of whichever Robin Hood lore. Or we have Ivan Drago of Rocky IV fame.
Well, since you guys didn't put forward Clubber Lang, I'm going to go with the Sheriff of Nottingham, strictly based on the Disney movie, because that wolf is goddamn amazing. Also, Alan Rickman, I'm going to cut your heart out with a spoon. Why? Because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
That's actually a pretty good argument. Damn, you had to bring up the cartoon Robin Hood. I fucking love that movie.
See? We're talking all iterations here.
Yeah, he's kind of rapey.
Who?
What's his name?
Alan Rickman?
No, Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, in the Kevin Costner movie, yeah. He's very rapey.
Even in the Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, even in Men in Tights.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Fuck.
But no, then he gets raped by a witch.
That is true.
I touched it.
Yeah, Tracy Ullman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to go Sheriff of Nottingham on this, just because we've gotten so many great iterations. You can take your pick. It's almost like the Joker. You can pick your favorite one, and you could stand in that decision confidently.
Ivan Drago's fucking great, though. I will break you. Yeah.
Not as good as Clubber Lang, but whatever.
I think I almost put them in the same thing, and I was like, I'm going to spare us a headache, so I'm going to put them on opposite ends of the bracket.
45-minute shouting match.
Yep. I mean, Ivan Drago is great. He really is. Again, he is the pinnacle of... He was so good that they brought him back for the Creed franchise, which you haven't seen Creed, like...
I saw the first one. I didn't see the second
I'm
one.
okay on Rocky. Like, I appreciate Rocky for what it is. Like, I think it's, like... He's such a good character that, like, he's in the American, like, mythos of, like, all-time great athletes. And he's not even a fucking real guy. Like, the city of Philadelphia has a statue to him. And shout out to all Philadelphia people. But,
it'd be like if somebody set up a monument to, like, Henry the goal-kicking mule or something like that.
Pretty much.
Or RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Shout out to all my Detroit people. Please put that RoboCop statue up immediately. Man, again, I think just the iterations of it. Ivan Drago is a really good villain, and he fucking kills Apollo.
Yeah.
In the ring.
Yeah. I mean...
Sheriff of Nottingham is just a narc. He's a class traitor under King
Richard.
Richard, yeah.
Or no,
King
Prince John.
Yeah, King John under, because he's sitting on the throne, right?
Well, I think he's crowned. Monarchy works.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna go Ivan Drago.
Ooh, Drago gets over Sheriff of Nottingham.
I think I gotta go Drago, man. I think so too. Yeah. All right.
Hey, you know what they say? If he dies, he dies.
Right. All right. This last one here. It's not the last for today, but we have Amon Goth of Schindler's List versus Prince Humperdinck of...
Damn it. I knew you were going to set that one up.
You were there with me when I wrote them down.
God damn it.
Prince Humperdinck of The Princess Bride. Like, to me, this is not even a question. There's no, like, fucking go watch Schindler's List and just see how fucking evil that dude is.
I'm not even going to front on this. I love The Princess Bride. I watch that movie probably about 8 times a year. I love Prince Humperdinck as the villain. I mean, he's so simplistic and so straightforward in his plan. I'm going to murder my wife on our wedding night to start a war that is going to make my country rich. That's genius, like George Bush level Dick Cheney villainy. It's great. Eamon Goat's a fucking Nazi, and he shoots people in the streets, and the dude's a piece of shit, and you can't top that. So as much as I want Prince Humperdinck to have fair representation, I have to go Eamon Goath. I have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he made the list. It's a good shout out, but like, that's a bad matchup.
Yeah. I mean, just time to go. Thanks. Just
yeah. Matthew.
I've never seen
defend the Nazis.
Never seen Schindler's List, so I'm just gonna let it ride.
All right. Let me readjust the mic real quick.
And we are back. Thanks for a word from our sponsors, Mom's Robot Oil and Slurm. Both great for your insides.
Look for them in the year 3000. All right, we are back to our matchup where we are doing humanity a favor by deciding who will be the greatest villain of all time. Time. Morris Day in the time. No, it's fine. He'd be a great villain. Morris Day from
Purple Rain.
Fuck.
Take out Loki. Put him back in.
Anyways, we're moving on. Plowing ahead. It's set in stone. Can't be unwritten. We have Darth Vader versus Ed Rooney. For those who don't know Ed Rooney, he is the principal in Ferris Bueller.
Oh, I mean, Darth Vader's going to be a knockout. I mean, as much as villainous as he is, and also the actor who played him for various reasons that we won't get into, we're just going to plow through that. Ed Rooney was singularly focused on one student and ruining his life. Darth Vader blew up a planet just to spite a girl that rejected him. So I got to go Darth Vader.
His daughter that rejected him.
I don't mean in a sexual manner, but like he tried to intimidate her and was trying to be, like put one over on her, and she was like, "Nah, not really."
Okay.
I didn't. Whatever.
Who are we talking about? Darth Vader or the actor who plays? Who are we talking? I'm lost. Darth Vader. Just Darth Vader. It's a slam dunk. Shout out, he was a good villain. Ferris Bueller's an iconic movie. He's an asshole, but Darth Vader, man.
Darth Vader.
I'll save the reasonings for a more
in-depth conversation.
Yeah, in-depth fight. All right, this one should be a good one because it's another one. We have multiple iterations of one character and then one very specific character. We have Dracula versus Raul Silva, who is also in the movie Skyfall. He is,
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem in Skyfall.
Raul Silva. I mean, again, you talk about the dude Silva had a singular focus on taking down the organization that he felt betrayed him. So it's sort of a reverse death wish, vengeance-seeking kind of thing.
There was some toppling of world governments in there as well.
Sure.
Regime changes.
Yeah. And again, one of these cats has won an Oscar, so I got to give credit where credit's due. But just Dracula, just in terms of longevity, in terms of bring the amount of iterations and sheer terror that he's brought to generations of audiences, I got to give credit that Dracula's going through for me.
I'm curious your thoughts on Dracula.
It's Dracula.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't even have to ask which iteration of Dracula. It's Dracula.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't think, like, even Bram Stoker's the one that Coppola did?
That's Gary Oldman, which immediately wins.
Fuck.
But Bela Lugosi is your other option, which also immediately wins. Your other option is...
the Nosferatu version.
That does not. But Christopher Lee definitely does win. Was Boris Karloff? Was that?
He was Frankenstein.
He was Frankenstein. Yeah. And The Mummy, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But literally any iteration of Dracula wins. So yeah, that.
Yeah, Christopher Lee, doesn't he play him in Ed Wood?
No, Christopher. It's a guy that's playing Bela Lugosi playing Dracula.
Yeah.
I think it was Martin Landau who played.
It is.
Martin Landau played.
Yeah, that's right. He was fucking great too.
Also, best Tim Burton movie and also best Johnny Depp movie ever made.
I agree. This may be cut, but whatever. Like, we were talking about doing Oscar snubs, like roles and performances that didn't get a nomination. Mine was Johnny Depp and Ed Wood.
Yeah,
it's Ed Wood for both Tim Burton movies. And Johnny Depp. Both of them. It's hands down the best.
Right. All right. Cool. So
Dracula goes through.
Two slam. That's going to be a hell of a matchup later. Anyways, on the next one we have the Xenomorph from the Alien franchise, and this one's pretty interesting. Ann Wilkes from Misery.
I mean, okay. She's terrifying, but again, Xenomorph, you got to go with it. It's one of my favorite horror movies. The entire first movie is based on there's somebody in the house in space, and that is fucking terrifying. You go with the special effects, and I think it was Stan Winston that did those.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I might be misquoting it, but I think Stan Winston was the one that did the Xenomorph costumes. It looks great based on the Geiger illustrations. I mean, it's iconic. It's everything you want in a villain. I got to go with the Xenomorph on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is not a knock on not only Kathy Bates' performance, but just
phenomenal. She did win an Oscar.
She did win an Oscar. I didn't realize that was going to be such a heavy factor in this. Yeah, she's amazing, and she's just outright like just obsessive and like she's a full on the definition of the word stan, as the kids are calling it nowadays. But yeah, I mean, Xenomorph, man, test of time. It's cool as shit.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, Xenomorph.
Dunzo.
All right, Xenomorphosize me. Our next one. Oh, this is actually really interesting. We have Dr. Zaius.
Yep.
From Planet of the Apes franchise versus Ozymandias of the Watchmen franchise.
Ooh. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Who's more evil?
Who's the better villain? It's not necessarily who's
like what. It's by your own standards.
Dr. Zaius was trying to subjugate humankind. Correct.
By literally suppressing the truth. He's every evangelical Republican rolled into one who is preaching religion, theology as a way of governmental ordinance, and also suppressing the truth of...
But Ozymandias was basically doing the same thing by controlling the narrative of Dr. Manhattan, and if you go by the comic book, summoning alien creatures by his own creation.
trying to half destroy the world in order to save the world.
Oh, pretty much. It's he. The world is going to be at war. Osman, the Watchmen.
He's looking for a scapegoat. He creates a scapegoat.
Yeah, there's a big
creating alien creatures that are teleported
or
in.
blaming it on Dr. Manhattan.
And blaming it on Dr. Manhattan. Oh man! All right. So Ozymandias versus who?
Dr. Zaius.
And doesn't Dr. Zaius also repress like the monkeys benefited, like the apes?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
they're not monkeys. They're apes.
Yeah. Like he set up a caste system to where like everyone is very much in their place. Well, he didn't set up, but he very much enforces that rule and that lineage.
So he's not even for like ape kind as well. Not as the whole. He is, but he subjects it because he can't tell them that like, hey, humans once used to rule us.
They're both all oligarchs in like
very much.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ozymandias because he has got the resources to do whatever the fuck he wants to, where he literally becomes a superhero.
I mean, Dr. Zaius is literally the minister of truth and science, which he is influenced by religion in a big bad way in that. So it seems dichotomically, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Opposed, so diametrically opposed. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. For me, I'm going to go with Dr. Zaius. Like that, he's everything that I hate in a politician and a theology leader.
This is really fucking tough. I'm more familiar with Ozymandias, and again, he does kind of save the world, but oh man, splitting very fine hairs here. Ozymandias. Yeah, I think I'm on him.
So you do love Matthew more than me.
I mean, yeah. We don't need a podcast for that. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, that was actually a really tough matchup, though.
That was a good one. Listen, I'm just glad Dr. Zaius made the board, and I think I made a strong case for him. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think against almost...
Now, if he was a super gorilla, I like...
Don't even talk about super gorillas, Matthew. That is goddamn terrifying.
Can we talk about Peacemaker real quick?
Yes.
We can, sure. Go ahead.
Chainsaw
Tangents.
super gorilla. That was hilarious.
I'm glad you're finally watching Peacemaker now.
That was very funny.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay, tangent over.
That's not how this podcast works, Matthew. Haven't you been listening?
We have some people that like give me feedback on the podcast. So, like, you guys need to be more structured. And other people are like, I love the irreverence. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. We structured enough, and we're like, fuck it. Straight from the hip. No, I would say this, though, man. Like, also, Ozymandias, he did the work. He learned how to catch a bullet. You have to be so fucking committed to your evil plan to learn how to catch a fucking bullet.
David Blaine caught a bullet with his teeth.
I'm sure he did,
reality,
Matthew.
he did that for real.
I'm sure he
hit
did.
a bite plate and he was shot in the teeth with it.
Yeah.
Tangent again, sorry.
Yeah. Either way, David Blaine, the biggest villain of all time. No, I was playing.
Yeah, Ozymandias, David Blaine.
David Blaine, same guy. All right, this one's going to be another... Oh, man, we have a very similar matchup earlier where we have a classic slasher versus a very individual villain. We have Freddy Krueger of the Nightmare on Elm Street fame
Credit.
versus Daniel Plainview of There Will Be Blood, played by the great, what's his name? Lee Harvey Oswald.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis, that's it. I have fucking mind blanks, man. Whatever. Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis. There Will Be Blood, the main character, Daniel Plainview, versus Freddy Krueger of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Again, I love seeing a deconstruction of a man go into his own madness, which is very much what that movie is about. It's the rise and fall of a king, very much like Scarface, so it's got all those elements.
Very much so his own worst enemy.
Very much so his own worst enemy. I mean, literally, he has a whole monologue about how he has a hatred for man in his heart, and he can't reconcile it with anything else in the world. Like, he keeps trying to find the good in people, and he just can't. So he's very much driven by his own motives and his own... Like, he just wants to subjugate people. He wants to be... I think he says something very much akin to, I have a drive in me to be the best in anything.
Yeah.
Even to a ruthless standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm stalling for time because I can't remember who else the other one was.
Freddy Krueger.
So I'm going to go with Freddy Krueger on this.
I mean, just cool kills. Like, Freddy Krueger's terrifying because, like, a lot of these, like, things that scare you that go bump in the night or whatever, Like when you sleep, you're at least not thinking about it. There is no solace from this guy.
Right.
And like your daytime and being exhausted all day is your only option, and that is such a finite thing. Like how much caffeine are you? You're going to die either way.
Eventually, you have to fall asleep, which means you have to go into his realm.
And just the amount of cool kills that he had. Michael earlier was talking about how he killed Seth Meyers.
He turns Seth Meyers into a video game character and just jumps him off a fucking ledge. It's great.
And it's Breckenmeyer.
Breckenmeyer. Seth, no, sorry.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I think just cool kills wise, I think Freddy Krueger. What about you?
I got Seth Green and Breckenmeyer confused in my head. But you're right, it's Breckenmeyer. Sorry.
It's Freddy Krueger. I've never seen There Will Be Blood. So I have to go Freddy Krueger, even though I'm not a huge fan of his movies. Because they're more comedy than they are, like...
I mean, it didn't start out that way. The first one was really... He definitely became the cool one-liner and, like...
That's it.
Can't be killed kind of thing.
None of them are... It's fun. It's a comedy.
So
like we saw Scream. Scream was a comedy to us, too.
I mean, depending on who you ask on that one.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. We got a fun matchup for this next one. We have an all-time comedy great villain, and just an all-time just villain, like, since animation was around. We have Maleficent.
Okay.
Of Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty of fucking Disney fame. And we have Debo from Friday.
What you got on my 40?
I'll say this. It's going to be Maleficent. But I just want to give a shout out to Debo real quick. He's a fucking asshole to like 2 blocks on South Central. But he's like the best asshole there is. He has stood the test of time. Like, everybody knows Debo. There's the jokes that go on. You don't even have to watch Friday. I've never seen it to know who Debo is.
Right.
To know, like, tuck in your chain, all the jokes, all that shit. Like, Debo's a phenomenal villain.
R.I.P. Tiny Lister.
Yeah, R.I.P. Tiny Lister. But, I mean, it's fucking up against Maleficent. It's a bad matchup, but Debo is a fucking great villain. I gotta give a shout out to him.
No, again, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Debo's great villain, but in terms of longevity and in terms of sheer cultural impact, Maleficent wins.
Yeah, it's Maleficent. She turns into a fucking dragon. Like, what do you want?
Matthew, did you have a crush on Maleficent as a child?
Yeah, massive boner fuel.
So I'm writing down Debo. No, I'm just playing. No. Yeah, Maleficent. Yeah, it's just a bad matchup, but shout out to Tiny Lister and the whole Friday series. But yeah, Maleficent. Jesus. This is going to be interesting. We have Norman Bates of Psycho.
The OG Psycho killer. Like, the OG slasher.
He wasn't the first on screen to do it, but he was the first one to popularize it. And I mean,
made it big.
And now this one's going to be tricky, because if you haven't seen the movie, it's going to be a hard argue. But the Armitages, the white people, parents, in Get Out.
You could have just said white people.
Yeah, white people.
They would just run this whole board.
Yeah. Against Satan, white people, white people.
I mean, isn't it kind of the same character? White devil?
Anyways. Norman Bates versus the Armitages in Get Out. The parents in Get Out.
The whole family.
The whole family, yeah. The whole family.
So, full confession, never seen Get Out.
You haven't seen Get Out?
I saw Us, and I saw The Twilight Zone that he did. That was fine, but I never saw Get Out. I've seen the first, I think, opening like 5 minutes of it, and then I fell asleep. So,
do you want me to explain what they're doing with?
I mean, I'm familiar with the plot line. Yeah,
like do you know the twist?
They're essentially replacing black people with turning them into white people, basically, like making them more akin to like fitting into their neighborhood. They're replacing brains.
That
yes, yeah.
They're taking old white brains of people that are feeble and dying. They bring these black people in and they're auctioning them. Pretty much, they bid on them, and then they. What's her name? Catherine Keener hypnotizes them.
Yeah. And they
with the tink of the spoon or whatever.
Right. And they force the old people's brains into the new black.
It's being
community.
John Malkovich. But
Yeah.
Like they're turning the black community into like the desirable black, quote unquote, or like the kind that they want into their.
They have different reasons for.
It's extend your life. It's so you can have a young body again. Whatever. It's a lot.
And
of
they're fetishizing like black bodies and stuff. Like that.
Yeah, and. I mean, to me, just when you look at it, I mean, it's hard to separate how good that movie is from just, like, the villainy of that family. But, like, it's fucked up when you think about what they're doing.
I'm sure.
Compared to just, I would much rather just be killed by Norman Bates than have that shit happen to me. Like, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's fucked up. And then you're just, like, walk around and, like, you're never yourself again. Like, what? To me, that's the worst fate, though. And,
getting your mind swapped out as opposed to just being randomly stabbed
yeah,
because you stayed at the wrong hotel.
Because somebody with mommy issues killed you. Like, he's not beating and torturing people. He's just,
exactly. Yeah,
just kill me. So to me, it's the Armitages. Somebody else say that word so I don't sound like the only asshole.
Armitages.
There we go. Thank you.
That was difficult, though. That's a hard word.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Armitage is easy to say.
Armitages.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm like 4 whiskey sodas into this, so I'm not even going to attempt that.
There we go. So are we the family and Get Out?
Yeah, Get Out.
Listen, I'm going to vote for Norman Bates just because he's the OG and I think he needs at least one vote of representation. But the Armitages go through.
Yeah. Shout out to Norman Bates, though. He is the Osiris of that shit. So, man. Get Out moves up. For our last matchup of this particular podcast, I think this one's going to be a slam dunk as well. We have Sauron of Lord of the Rings fame and versus Michael's personal favorite, the mayor from Jaws. I'm gonna let Michael go dig himself a hole first. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dig a hole. As much as I think that the mayor is a great representation, especially today, of everything that is wrong with capitalism. Like literally, there are multiple experts staring you in the face saying, "This is what you need to do to solve the problem. Here's the problem you're having. Here's how we can solve it. It's gonna cost you money and it's gonna cost you economy." But it can be solved. And the mayor just writes it off and goes, "Nah, we're good." So I think it's really poignant, especially with what's going on today. But let's be real. It doesn't hold a candle. It's as bad as late stage capitalism is, and as bad as his decisions are. And every decision that this mayor makes is based in greed and a desire to put money and profit ahead of personal safety. It just doesn't compare. It doesn't. So strong representation, good shout out, but you're not going to last. It's just not going to happen.
no, I agree. I think symbolically he's more evil than he actually is as a person.
Sure.
He's just a fucking idiot
Right.
a person, but symbolically it's like, oh, if you look at it through a deeper lens, it's like, oh, yeah, but
What he represents is more evil than anything he actually does in the movie.
Right. He's just a dumbass.
Yeah, he's dumbass politician driven by greed. So,
And Sauron wants to destroy the world of man.
yeah. But again, there's no real law against that. There's no real declaration that's saying you can't run the world. So, is he really the villain?
I mean, unless you're an orc.
I'm just
You're
grasping.
like, I like this guy.
I'm grasping at straws here. So,
Yeah, it's Sauron.
Slam dunk it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so memorable. You only see him briefly in like actual physical form, and he still looms over everything. That's like, oh fuck, this motherfucker here, always looking, always watching.
I mean, it's Sauron. Like
it's fucking
you
Sauron,
can't.
man.
The mayor of Jaws is not going to stand up to that. That's fine.
Yeah, no, good shout out. So first off, shout out to all of our losers. We're glad that you made the list. I'll give
Especially Agent Smith.
Agent
Maybe
Smith. There's been some fun upsets. We had some 13 seeds beat a 4 seed, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's why we're doing this. Do you want me to set up what our future is going to look like? Just give
us a couple of not everything, but give us a couple of highlights. What do we got to look forward to?
I'm going to say
give us some winners, not necessarily a matchup, but just some winners that are going to go through into the next rounds.
Okay, I'll save what I think is my favorite matchup involving 2 sci-fi greats, but we'll save that. Yeah, Freddy Krueger versus Maleficent, man, woo!
That's going to be a tough one.
That's going to be a fun one.
Okay.
HAL 9000 versus...
That's going to be a strong contender.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
I don't want to hear the verses. Just give me the winners, okay?
We have 2 comedy ones that made through from 2 comedic movies that made the bracket. So that's going to be fun to break down because one of these is going to make it to the Sweet 16. And I didn't expect any of the comedic ones to
get that far?
No.
Okay.
No. So I mean that's why we play the game, I guess. There's still a couple slashers on the board, classic 80s slashers on the board.
Right on.
So
As it should be, yeah.
It should be fun.
How many Nazis are on the board? A
All
lot.
of them. All the ones we wrote down. So we'll be looking forward to that. We'll bring that to you. This all might get cut anyways, but
It's all right. Bring it to you next time on the What You've Been Watching podcast. By the way, we are now available on Spotify and iTunes, Apple Podcasts. So please feel free to, and I hate shilling out like this, but give us a 5-star rating, give us a review. That's going to help the algorithm and help push us into the ears of people who may not normally listen to us. Also, you can reach us at the What You've Been Watching homepage on Facebook.
Yep.
You can email us there. We'd love to hear from you if you got suggestions for any upcoming episodes, any movies you would like us to look into, or something that you feel is noteworthy. Hell, if you just want to bitch about Agent Smith getting cut out in the first round and just berate us in a 3-page email, I'm not going to read it. I'll pass it on to Marcus so he can agree with you vehemently.
Send it to me, please.
Yeah, you can email us at whatchabeenwatchingpodcast@gmail.com.
So yeah, that's it. That's
at
it.
Dudley Brothers Podcast on Facebook. I think that does it for today.
# Dudley Bros Productions Worldwide. Join the legions. Matthew, thank you for being here, man. We really appreciate you setting in, man.
Thank you very much.
Anything you want to promote? Push forward.
No.
Your tattoo studio, bro. Give a shout out.
Studio B Tattoos. I'm at. Hit me up, man.
Make an appointment.
Yeah,
I
please.
cannot stress how much you must make an appointment.
Yeah.
Do not just walk in and think you're going to get tatted that day. But he does good work. I credit where credit's due. You are an awesome tattoo artist and probably one of the best in town. And if you're looking for a tattoo in Tallahassee or the North Florida region, go look him up.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you.
So, all right,
Thanks
guys.
for having me.
Next time, guys, go see a movie.
Every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs, but not in Nottingham. I'm inclined to believe if we were so down, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you see the tears we're crying? Can't there be some happiness for me? But not in Nottingham. There you go.
All right, we're saving that.